Mercedes, when this gearbox came out, said it was sealed for life. And then as years went by and the gearboxes started failing, they changed their mind.
They went, oh, actually.
Why they called it a sealed for life when it had a drain plug, a sump pan and a filter is...
Hello and welcome back to my 2006 Mercedes-Benz CLK, which is kind of my pride and joy. I absolutely love taking care of this car, and already it's time for another service. It seems to come around quite quickly. Obviously we all know that we've got to change the air filter, the oil filter, the engine oil, the pollen filter, spark plugs maybe even, you know, the coolant eventually. But it's all in the service schedule. You know, Mercedes, right from day one when you bought this car new, whoever bought this, they would have known to take this car to Mercedes, get fleeced. Well, it'd be tempting to just shoot that cat now, wouldn't it? But let's not do that. Rather weirdly, some stuff isn't in the service schedule. It's actually never recommended by Mercedes to ever change the gearbox oil or to ever change the rear differential oil. These cars, as we can see here, can last 20 plus years, and that same oil running around the gearbox or differential is just going to be in there all that time, degrading, whether it's used or not, getting bits of metal in it if it is being used. The gearbox and the rear diff are absolutely vital components to keeping a car like this, a rear-wheel drive automatic Mercedes, running smoothly. Anyway, tomorrow this car is going back to everyone's favourite Mercedes-Benz specialist / YouTube channel, SPR Autos, to get its annual A service, which is engine oil and oil filter, and of course the aforementioned differential oil and gearbox oil. So it'll be interesting to see what that differential oil looks like all this time later. You know, this car's done 48,000 miles, it's 20 years old. The gearbox oil, well, that's been done before, but again, be interesting to see how that's fared. I'm going to clean the rest of this car because, as we know, it's important to have a clean car for service, and I'll see you tomorrow.
For those that don't know, SPR are an independent Mercedes specialist run by Sam. They also have an awesome YouTube channel. It was first, of course, time for a coffee, a chinwag, and a quick look around SPR's two project cars.
The project, that's no longer a project.
Which is no longer a project now, it's just kind of sitting there looking very sorry for itself.
Even worse now, yours is parked next to it.
Yeah.
So we've got a 50,000 mile Minter next to mine. So what we've been doing with that is we're not repairing it, simple as that. We've been using it to fix other people's cars. So I've had a couple of customers have a few bits off it to fix their cars.
Right, okay.
Instead of getting new stuff. Obviously giving options out. So we're just salvaging off it what we can before it goes to car heaven.
Oh.
I presume my memory serves me well. I thought your parking sensors don't work.
Yeah, that's right.
So I thought we could diagnose your parking sensor issue, and if it's something we can salvage off that, we could get that fixed today.
Well, that would be brilliant, yeah. Well,
and then,
thank you.
So we've got the yellow SLK as well.
I know you've been saying people have said that they don't like that car because of the colour.
I didn't think they would, but the comments have been mega.
Yeah,
everyone loves it.
I honestly think it looks really good in yellow because in silver they just look they disappear, don't they? They're a bit bland. They're a bit bland, but
yeah, it's.
I honestly think it looks great.
We've got a part 2 coming out soon on that, but yeah, there's definitely no money in it.
No,
but it's worth the fun. You could. That'd be a good review for you.
Oh, I'd definitely review that. Yeah. It's good for a thumbnail, that.
Yeah.
First up is the A service. Oil and filter and a thorough check over of the car. With 48,000 miles on the clock and just 4,000 since the last service, I wasn't too worried. And it was good news. The car and engine were in good shape with good brake fluid, coolant and other fluids, and just one advisory on a front suspension arm, the last remaining original arm on the car.
That's the best bit. That's what it's all about.
Next up, it's the gearbox service.
So yeah, Mercedes, when this gearbox came out, said it was sealed for life. And then as years went by and the gearboxes started failing, they changed their mind.
They went, oh, actually.
But why they called it a sealed for life when it had a drain plug, a sump pan and a filter is we recommend it every 4 years or 40,000, whichever comes first. If you're a low mileage driver, we kind of say, let's be realistic and meet it in the middle somewhere. Do you want to drain the torque converter on your gearbox service or not?
I don't know. What's the recommendation with that?
You're going to get loads of comments on this. This torque converter doesn't have a drain, basically. But we have a special tool that we can put some low pressure low pressurised air in the gearbox to force the
Right.
fluid back out. We could go off the condition of the fluid.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's really bad, I'd recommend the full
So
flush.
I'm guessing that it's the same oil that runs around both the torque converter and the gearbox. But
Yeah.
if you don't drain the torque converter, you've still got old oil running around the.
Yeah, it's going to mix with your new. What mileage was it done last?
Probably like 20,000 maybe.
So yeah, so 20,000. We're probably going to find that the fluid's in quite good condition then. It's a really strong. It's like raspberry sauce colour. That's
Oh yeah. I mean,
pretty good.
That's got a raspberry colour to it.
Yeah. So
Quite a lot thinner than oil, isn't it?
yeah, it has a lot of cleaning additives in it. It's actually a really good cleaner. You know, if you put some in a bucket and
Alright.
wanted to
You can
clean
just
some
use
parts.
gearbox fluid to-
Yeah, it's got a lot of cleaning additives in it. Hence why the service life of the oil is a lot longer than like engine oil. Whatever previous record you've got of your gearbox service
Is correct.
Is correct. Yeah.
Okay. I think you were saying the worst that can happen is you have to replace the pan.
Some pans can get rusty. Some of the models, like the SLKs, they didn't have an under tray which covered it, so they just were exposed to all the outside world. But
Yeah.
these weren't too bad because they had a tray covering
Is this the thing that's got magnets in it, or is that in the pan?
in the pan. So you've got a nice big magnet in there.
So that
And
thing at the end.
yeah, even though you've only covered 20,000 since your last gearbox service, you can see.
Oh yeah, look at that. Is that like fine bits of metal?
Yeah, you can see that that's doing its job.
Blended,
But-
blended gears.
Your sump is nice and clean, so you know it's doing its job. Even on the back of the filter,
Oh yeah.
you can see what colour it should be underneath. The reason I get all the fluids draining while I'm getting on with other stuff is we may as well let it drip as long as possible
Yeah.
to get as much fluid out as possible.
Now that the gearbox fluid is dripping out, it's time to look at the rear differential.
Well, what's the service schedule on an AMG diff? It's like
For every 4 years, every 40,000, similar to the gearbox, but on non-AMGs they generally don't have a schedule.
no,
Or
this
what-
definitely doesn't because I had a look through the.
Yeah, why that is, I don't know. So as a general rule, I'd say it's a good while you're in there, while you're doing the gearbox, and just keep the gearbox schedule. Then you're
Right,
kind of
so-
doing a transmission
Yeah.
service,
So
gearbox,
4 years,
diff.
40,000 miles.
You know, that diff works just as hard as the gearbox. So this
That's it best.
is the fill plug. The reason I take the fill plug out first is if we ever took the drain plug out and there was an issue, we can't get any fluid back in it.
Okay.
So I always take the fill screw out first. This stuff absolutely stinks as well.
It's specific fluid, is it, for the diff then?
Yeah, there's quite a few different types of diff fluids, so you've got to make sure you get the right stuff. See that? It's actually not too
No,
bad,
it's
that.
not. It's not
Seen
that-
a lot worse.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be kind of like a
Goes in
yellowy
gold, yeah,
Yeah.
basically, just like engine oil, so it's quite bad, but it's not quite black yet.
colour. Okay.
But you can see it's got a tinge of
Yeah.
grey in it.
looks yeah, that's bits of metal again,
Just
I guess.
bits of metal, yeah. But it's not, they don't hold a lot of fluid. I think it's between 1.5 litres. It's not actually a lot.
Okay, yeah.
You could see that little grey.
Sludge. Well, I can see it like all
Yeah,
down here, all like sludging out onto that filter.
yeah. Probably give the wheels a bit of a rotation as well. But yeah, if you have a sniff of that, it's not great. You definitely don't want it on your clothes for the day.
Oh yeah, you can smell it from here.
The only way to describe it is like bad body odour.
Yeah. Yeah.
It smells just like that. All 3 fluids draining. Go and get you some parts now and let that drip out for a bit. Could even have a little coffee break.
Oh yeah. Sounds good to me.
So usually the side of the valve body here, you can see where there's a bit of debris on it, but
Yeah.
usually that's as bad as your magnet, I'll say.
Oh really? Like just covered in black slime?
And we'll just clean all that off with a cleaner to get as much gunge out as possible. I mean, we're going to do that anyway, but that is in really good shape. Gearbox has stopped dripping to a degree now, so we're going to clean it off. So I was talking about
What's that stuff then?
it's a bit like a brake cleaner, but it's
Okay.
a bit less. But we use that to clean, just get the bits of debris off the side and clean out the sump itself. When we service them, we generally go through a can of this and then let that dry out again. Clean the sump pan out. You'll see all the stuff come out of the magnet on this now.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You see it on the magnet there.
That's satisfying though.
Yeah. So again, give that a wipe down, let that dry out, and then whilst all that's drying, we'll fill the diff oil back up, start putting some fluids back in. 75/85's GL5, which is MB spec 235.7. It meets quite a lot of specs, 0.7, 0.74, 239.71, 239.72. So it's a really good fluid that, because it covers a lot of different Merc specs. That actually goes in a lot of AMGs as well.
AMG diff oil for you?
Yeah. You can plug off and you can see before they clean it.
Oh yeah, that's just on the, is there a magnet on the...
It's not, no, but
just...
it'd be a good idea. Yeah, so this is the drain, lowest point, and the fill hole is halfway up. Take the top one out so we know we're not going to have any trouble. Allows a bit of air in to get it out of the bottom. So put the bottom one in now, fill it up, and to fill it, you literally fill it up until it is overfull and it's streaming back out.
Right.
And then when it starts to be a trickle, you put it in and that's it. That's how you measure the fluid, basically.
Right, okay.
Just put a little paint mark on it, because I've torqued the sump plugs in, so a little mark on it. One, it lets me know I've torqued it, and two, if anyone looks underneath the car and is wondering if the diff oil's ever been done, it's a bit of a sign that it has been done.
Yeah.
Gearbox service kit, we've opted for a Febi kit. These Febi kits are actually really good. You get quite a lot. Well, you get everything you need in it. Mercedes don't sell a kit as such, you've got to buy everything individual.
Okay.
The gasket, you get fresh bolts, new washer.
Yeah, I wish everything came with fresh bolts, but it almost never does.
We get a new anti-tamper plug for the top of the gearbox tube.
Okay.
You actually get a new electrical plug as well. That's a common item.
Yeah, that's been done in the past on this car because it was leaking.
Has it, right?
Yeah.
So you got an option there. We can change it, or it's bone dry, so
It's probably not.
we can
as it's
leave
been
it. And obviously the filter.
Yeah, that electrical plug, it's like every single Merc gearbox.
Every Merc's had one of them, yeah.
To the point where they never would have included that normally in a kit, but...
No, I've got a customer in today who's asked about it to be replaced. Mercedes quoted him £240 to replace that. That item is £20, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't even think they're that much now.
No.
So where they've got that price from, I've no idea. We will recycle a bit of gearbox fluid around the seal. Pop that in. New gasket on here. This is the gearbox dipstick where you fill it up, but to get that off, we've got to break this tab off.
Ah, that's why you get a new one.
Yeah.
It has to be broken.
And then you push the centre out and pull it out the bottom.
Why have they done that? It's not as though somebody's going to get in there and
I think it was literally part of like the sealed for life, don't mess with the gearbox. Because of the 4-speed gearbox before this had a dipstick tube with a dipstick in it, whereas there's nothing in that.
Yeah.
We have to use a workshop dipstick. I mean, you don't have to replace it. A lot of cases, if we haven't got those Febi kits in stock, you can just put that pin back in and it will still lock.
Right, okay.
But you get them in the Febi kits, but they go in and out of stock quite often, them Febi kits. We've got genuine gearbox fluid.
Even says genuine on it.
Well priced, the Merc fluid, so it's not worth shopping around half the time. So 4 litres come out, so we'll put 3.5 back in and work our way up, I think. to send me tell everyone we've had a massive chippy and now we can't be bothered doing anything.
yeah. I should have filmed that. That's exactly how I feel like. You just know.
So we've got engine oil, gearbox oil, differential oil, so we're safe to start. Just going to run through the gears, get that fresh gearbox fluid pumping round. So we've got two temperatures on the gearbox. We've got 25 degrees gearbox temperature, not coolant or engine temperature. A lot of people get that confused. And then we've got 80. So obviously the gearbox we're going to presume is cold. So that is halfway up. So 25 is the lowest, 80 is the highest. So if we plug that in and it was somewhere in between, which that's indicating we know we're there, we've got two options. We can either plug it in and get the actual temperature reading, or after a full road test, check it and it'll be at the 80 mark. We're at 47, we'll call that 50. Top of the dipstick was 80, bottom was 25, and our fluid level was bang in the middle.
Next up, we're taking a look at the parking sensors.
So this is now scanning the Parktronic system.
All on the front, left sensor, right inner, right sensor. So these two, apparently, could be the sensors, could be the wiring. Unfortunately, in this facelift model, this section here used to be separate to the bumper, and you could pull it out and change it quite simple, but not to be. You'd have to actually take the bumper off this.
That's like a stethoscope.
Yeah, so basically that they tick and they're sending out like it's like ultrasonic, really,
like radar
tick,
kind
tick,
of.
tick, tick.
Yeah.
Is that how dolphins communicate?
Oh yeah,
something like that.
It's like dolphin, yeah.
I'm just confirming that they are clicking, so they've got power, whereas the ones we're getting a fault with are nothing.
And that one should work.
Yeah. Half off.
Okay, yeah.
And just get my hand in. There's one.
So that's what they look like.
Yeah.
I've never seen one. Looks old anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're about 100 and odd quid each then now.
But we're just salvaging the sensors off what was the Project CLK, but is now donor car, yeah.
Just ring me.
That's spot on.
Yeah. So that's just picked up Dan walking past, now gone off, picking up you, off. Yeah.
Brilliant.
All good.
I feel like I need to say toolbox cleaning products
Yeah.
code in.
What's the code? SPR 20, I think.
SPR 20. I'll put that in.
I can confirm parking sensors.
I was going to say you can
working.
use the parking sensors now. Oh, I might as well get in.
Just put your aircon on, mate. Hope you don't mind.
How dare you? It does work, so that's something.
So I said to you, I discovered something on my CLK, which I didn't know was a thing.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to know
So,
what this is.
Obviously the CLK is famous for the pillarless coupe,
Yeah.
but you've got to put all your windows down yourself.
Yeah.
So I discovered on the internet that if you're approaching somewhere and you need to put all the windows up for whatever reason, you can press and hold the recirculation button and they all go back up.
And it just, because
I never knew that.
there's no one touch on the rear window, so you can't easily do.
Say it's because you was going in a tunnel and now we've exited the tunnel, you just press and hold it and they go back to where your last window position was.
Okay.
So if you've got all the windows down or all the windows up, it works.
This is the 80-degree.
Yeah, so we're at 80 degrees now and it's there, so we need it to be there.
So you add a little bit.
So we can add a bit. I'd rather get it up to it than it be too high and have to bring it back down. But yeah, that's what we expected really. So we'll top that up and that's done.
Job done.
I happen to mention that I don't like the creaking sound that the boot makes when it opens. Next thing I know, Sam is sorting it out for me.
So when you open the boot, that is considered quite slow. So, and it's not quite high enough, it should go to there.
Yeah.
So the tension on the springs can lose the strength over the years, but they are adjustable.
It's one of those little things that's always kind of been slightly annoying about the car.
Yeah. See the spring there?
Yeah.
So you've got 3 holes.
Oh yeah, so it can be adjusted
So
to
if we put it on the next one to make it tighter, put that in there, and then that is one side done. There you go.
That's, honestly, like I say, like that's something that's just bothered me since I got the car, like probably 4 years ago, and Sam's just sorted it out. So, cheers, mate. Just thank you so much.
No worries, mate.
Yeah,
no worries.
pleasure as always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're ticking off more and more bits.
Yeah,
off
yeah.
the
There's
list.
almost nothing left to do on that car.
Yeah.
Obviously, you need to touch wood on that because something will crop up. But of course, also you need to remember to subscribe to SPR because if you've liked this content today, what you've seen, then that is just the bread and butter for Sam. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With all sorts of different mercs. So definitely check his channel out if you've not seen it already. Well, what an absolutely fascinating time once again visiting SPR. I absolutely love visiting that place. It's just fascinating to be there while they do the work, and Sam, you know, he's obviously very talented, and absolutely didn't expect him to look at the parking sensors. That was a complete surprise to me that he suggested sorting those out. So the car's serviced for another year, and the gearbox oil and diff oil at least another 4 years, if not longer. Probably with the mileage I do, more like maybe 7 years with this car. So it's always an interesting one after getting your car serviced because there's no obvious noticeable difference, is there? If your car's been kept in good fettle and serviced every year, then you're not actually going to notice any changes when you get the oil done or the gearbox oil or differential oil. I mean, maybe psychologically it's slightly smoother, the gear changes. So, costs. Got the invoice here. First of all, there's the A service, which is engine oil and filter. And that came to £170, and obviously that includes all the health checks and making sure the car's all right, and he goes over everything with a fine-tooth comb, so I know it's all okay apart from the one suspension arm which will need replacing. Then we've got the gearbox service, which was £225, and the differential oil change, which was £110.
The total of which, including VAT, is £600.
And he's not included the parking sensors in that off of his CLK, so thank you very much for that, Sam. Much appreciated. And he's also sorted out the boot, which was very creaky and didn't open fully. And you know, me and many other people have hit our heads on that sticky out lock on the boot lid because it was never actually going to the right position. So obviously, running a Mercedes, you know, depending on what car you've got and what, you know, it may not seem that cheap, and I understand that not everybody can afford to have their gearbox oil and diff oil done maybe on schedule, but if you can and you're going to keep the car for a long time, you know, it really is worth doing. You know, these gearboxes don't last forever unless you maintain them properly, and the same with the differential. And I know now that for another 7 years, maybe, probably the amount of miles I do, I'm not going to have to get that done again until then, so totally worth doing. As always, a massive thanks to Sam and the team at SPR, and to you guys for watching. Please do subscribe to myself and to SPR, and I will see you in the next video.